Close your eyes for a moment, feel the weight in your hand. It is heavy, cold, and smooth. As you pick it up slowly, a strange sensation washes over you, a mix of fear and strength. Have you ever held something that made you feel this way? Every human civilization in history has crafted weapons, from the coldest mountains to the hottest deserts, from the smallest villages to the greatest empires. But consider this, the story of weapons is not merely about war. It is a tale of survival. It begins with a frightened human being, alone in the dark, fighting for life. The first weapon was not made by a soldier, a king, or an emperor. It was created by an ordinary person, cold, hungry, and afraid. Can you imagine what that moment felt like? About 3 million years ago, a human hand first grasped a sharp rock. That's more than 100,000 human lifetimes. This is the long, complicated, deeply human story of weapons. Imagine walking through a thick forest, hungry, with your family depending on you. Dangerous animals lurked nearby. A woolly mammoth stood as tall as 2 men stacked upon each other. Early humans had no claws, no sharp teeth, no speed. What did they possess? Just their hands and their wits. Let me take you back, far back. Picture a rocky landscape in what is now Ethiopia. The air is dry, the sky a fiery orange. A small group of early humans sits by a river. One of them picks up a rock, not just any rock, but a sharp one. They strike it against another rock. Crack, a sharp edge appears. They had no blueprint, no plan. They simply experimented and it worked. That quiet moment by the river marked the first weapon emerged not from anger or war, but from hunger, from need. Think about this. The most powerful technologies in human history often begin in moments of desperation. But let me pause because something unexpected happened next. Once humans discovered sharp tools, they didn't stop at rocks. They began to innovate. They tied sharp rocks to... Suddenly, a small human could hunt from a distance, face a larger animal. Then came the bow and arrow, a true revolution. For the first time, distance became a source of strength. For thousands of years, weapons remained stone and wood, simple yet effective. But then, around 3000 BCE, something shiny and strong emerged, metal. In the Middle East, humans discovered that by heating certain rocks, they could create a hard substance. The first metal for weapons was bronze, a mixture of copper and tin. Picture it, bronze swords, spears, shields. An army with metal weapons faced one with stone, and the outcome was clear. The metal army always triumphed. Egypt built an empire with bronze. In ancient China, iron weapons and the crossbow transformed warfare for centuries. Rome crafted its empire with iron, stronger and cheaper than bronze. The gladius, a short sword, became the weapon of choice for every Roman soldier, allowing Rome to rule half the known world. Consider this lesson: the right tool in the right hand can change everything. Not just in war, but in your life too. What tool do you need most right now? Yet, we are only halfway through this tale. The most surprising part awaits, for there was one invention that rendered every weapon before it useless. This invention did not arise from Europe, nor from Rome or Greece. It emerged from China, initially. Picture medieval Europe, a world filled with castles, knights clad in heavy armor, wielding long swords and shields. A good sword took months to forge and cost a fortune. A knight trained for years to master it. But the crossbow changed the game. A new soldier with just 2 weeks of training could defeat a knight. In England, the longbow became feared. A skilled archer could shoot 12 arrows per minute, one every 60 seconds. But even more powerful changes were brewing. In China, around 850 CE, alchemists sought a potion for eternal life. By mixing charcoal, sulfur, and saltpeter, they stumbled upon something. Imagine the shock of mixing 3 simple ingredients, resulting in an explosive barrage of fire and smoke. Gunpowder spread from China to the Arab world, then to Europe. By the 1300s, cannons arose, large metal tubes filled with gunpowder and iron balls. Where armies once took months to breach castle walls, a cannon could demolish them in hours. This is the lesson of weapons. Every great technology eventually becomes obsolete. Every powerful tool is eventually replaced. Consider your world today. What changes are unfolding now? Fast forward from the 1400s to the 1900s. Guns evolved, becoming smaller, faster, and more accurate. The musket, the rifle, the machine gun. Then came World War I in 1914. Machine guns unleashed a storm of bullets, while artillery roared from kilometers away. The noise was deafening, shaking the earth itself. Soldiers dug into trenches, enduring mud and rain for months, sometimes years. Technology exploded in World War II. Tanks, submarines, fighter planes, and most horrifyingly, On August 6, 1945, a single bomb fell on Hiroshima, Japan. In seconds, 80,000 lives vanished. Imagine meeting one new person every day. It would take you 219 years to meet that many. The atomic bomb changed everything, harnessing energy from the heart of atoms, a force almost impossible to comprehend. Post-1945, nations raced to develop more. This tension was cold because countries were not directly fighting, but watching each other, weapons at the ready. Historians argue we came perilously close to a war that could have obliterated civilization. But for the first time, a weapon was so devastating that no one dared to use it. The weapon meant to win wars actually prevented them. So let me ask, is it always metal? Does it always make a sound? Today, the fiercest battles occur in silence. No guns, no bombs, just code. Welcome to the age of cyber warfare. In this realm, a weapon can be invisible, moving across the globe in an instant. It can shut down a hospital, black out a city, or steal national secrets without firing a... In 2010, a piece of code named Stuxnet was discovered in Iranian nuclear facilities. It wasn't a bomb or missile. It was a computer program that caused real destruction. Can you envision a weapon you cannot see, that travels through the air, through Wi-Fi, through phones, wreaking havoc in the physical world? And so humans constructed a new wall, one not made of stone or iron. A firewall stands tall, a guardian of your personal realm. Imagine it as a castle wall, shielding your data, your secrets, your very identity. Just as a sword defends the body and a nuclear bomb protects a nation, the firewall safeguards what is most intimate, your life, your money, your essence. The weapon has evolved yet again, but the essential question lingers. How do we protect what matters most? Return with me to the banks of a river in Ethiopia. Feel the chill in the air, the orange hue of the setting sun, and the sharp rock clutched tightly in a desperate hand. Fear and hunger swirl within that moment, a primal struggle for survival. That first stone became the catalyst for an unimaginable journey. We began with a simple stone and traversed through history. The bronze swords, iron legions, the terrifying embrace of gunpowder, the thunder of cannons, the confusion of trench warfare in World War I, then the blaze of World War II, and ultimately the silent, invisible skirmishes of the digital age. Now we find ourselves in an age where our mightiest weapon is also one we hope to never employ. Yet within this tale lies a profound revelation. Reflect with me on this 3 million years of weaponry development. Every generation, every civilization, every empire has crafted more sophisticated stone, bronze, iron, gunpowder, nuclear codes. Each time we believed this will keep us safe, this will end all conflicts. But my friends, the truth remains unchanged. A weapon is not merely a tool. It is a mirror reflecting an uncomfortable reality we often choose to ignore. Each weapon, from the earliest stone to the latest cyber intrusion, reveals a painful truth. Weapons are not instruments of resolution. They serve as tangible proof of our enduring distrust in one another. Consider this deeply. Not just the sword, not merely the bomb, not the firewall. This is the core narrative of weaponry. The story of human distrust spanning over 3 million years. Yet amid this history we persist, we converse, we strive. Perhaps therein lies the other side of that reflective surface. For every weapon forged, there exists a treaty, a peace accord, a handshake that transcends borders. The weapon declares, I do not trust you. But the treaty counters, let us try despite this. This delicate balance between fear and trust represents our most intrinsic humanity. It is a tension that has never found resolution, and perhaps it is destined to remain unresolved. But our relentless pursuit of peace is a glimmer of hope worth cherishing. Visualize the sharp rock discovered by a starving soul, the sword held by a soldier yearning for home, the cannon crafted by a parent, and the firewall designed by someone. Behind each weapon lies a human heart, just like yours, just like mine, navigating survival and safeguarding those they cherish. So, as you absorb the weight of war, remember this. History is not shaped by weapons. Rather, weapons are crafted by people, and those same people possess the power to choose peace. That choice has always been within our grasp, and it remains so. When you grasp an object, a phone, a pen, a cup of coffee, recognize that each tool serves as a bridge between fear and aspiration. Every human creation emerges from a need, a hope, a desire for something greater. The true might of our history was never embodied in swords, cannon. It lies within the minds that envisioned a brighter future and the hearts that hoped it would never be necessary. Thank you for journeying through history with me today. Until we meet again, keep questioning, keep thinking, keep